Welcome back. Welcome back. Of course, this is Just Cuz with Vince Morales, Ricky Simone. If you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. You'll get notified as soon as these go up. And to remind you guys, we're also doing a giveaway once we get to 100 subscribers. So keep that in
Hit
mind.
that subscribe button. And
Mm-hmm.
we've been pumping these out weekly now. What is this? The fourth one? Is this the fourth one?
This is the fourth one.
All
Episode
right, hell
4.
yeah. And we've been traveling every week too, so we're gonna keep them coming.
Yep. Oh yeah. What's up, Ricky? Tell me about your week, dude. How you been?
As well, it's been only been a couple of days since I've seen you, but dude, I had to get back from that San Diego trip, and get back to work, sweat some of that guilt out over the weekend. We had too much fun, maybe, but I've just been training Monday. Fabiano was on something. We had 16 rounds on Monday, 16 no-gi rounds with some wrestling too, and then yesterday I had a 3-a-day yesterday. Back on it, bro. It's my first 3-a-day since the fight. So,
what are you back in camp?
I know. I was feeling it yesterday. I got home and I passed out. I fell asleep. I was like, "Oh, I feel like I'm in camp. I need to chill out today." So, 2 light sessions this morning, S&C and boxing, and then I called it. I'm like, "Let's chill out midweek." What about you?
Good move. Just been grinding since I got back. Same thing, dude. Trying to sweat out a weekend full of bad decisions.
Good decisions.
It's been good. I've been on 2 days all week, just back to back. I go to jiu-jitsu and then go hop into fighter practice and then sparring or sparring, depending on what day it is. But been working, dude. I keep coming home and my clothes are drenched. Just like I'm so tired right now.
Yeah, it's like but one way I've always looked at it, and I have to remind myself this every time, especially when we're in this position, we're at a camp. You don't have to go to practice. Imagine that. Like you're at work. You have a job, and at work you have projects due, so you're constantly getting ready to finish these projects, turn them in, and then all of a sudden they're like, okay, we don't have any projects for you right now, but keep coming to work and just staying ready for it. So and it just kind of gets like, I don't know, it just kind of gets hard to like, sometimes you feel a little lazy, but and then back of your mind you got to remind yourself like, I never went to a practice and regretted it, but I've missed practices and like, oh, you should have got your ass at practice, bro.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know, I feel that. Like it's super hard for me to take a break, dude. Even like if I'm traveling or gone, then it's easy for me to miss a workout. But I know not for you. You're a weirdo. You like to go run and do all that extra stuff. But
I have to.
While I'm gone, I need a little checkout. It helps me come back like fresh, ready for the week and stuff. But I go so hard on Mondays on those weeks that the rest of my week's like screwed up.
Yeah. I'm so tired. That is true. You could do that. Like that's what one thing I always say about these Monday practices with Fabi is that they start your week off pretty tough, so you're already feeling it right away. But we've been doing it for so long, so we're used to it. You got to adjust the following days accordingly, I guess. But hey, so since your old strength and conditioning coach Matt left, you've been on with the new coach over at the PI. Are you guys doing some off camp stuff right now? Or are you working with him?
We start back up next week, actually. I was taking a little bit of a break of it just because I think I might have been doing too much just back to back because I was going 10 to 11:30 jiu-jitsu, 11:30 to 1 o'clock fighter practice, and then 2 o'clock comes around and I'm hitting strength and conditioning. So like all that just super crammed. I think it took its toll on me for the last little bit of camp. I sustained that too long. So
it's a lot.
Yeah, so we're adding in just a couple days, and we got them pretty spaced out so that like I have adequate rest and my other practices don't suffer from it. So I'm pretty excited about it. Got to get back in shape, dude. Yeah, I'm in shape.
No, I was just wondering because it's always like different transitioning from like one coach to the other. But it seemed like they got it down at the PI though. They got you scheduled in. They have everything from since you started working out there. So I'm sure it'll be an easy transition for him.
Yeah, for sure. And I've already worked the whole last camp with him and with Kyle. He's been great over there. And
okay.
So I think when we go back next week, I think we want to do some testing, see where I'm at, see kind of what's bounced around as far as my overall athletic performance, and then adjust accordingly and kind of identify some areas where I want to improve that I think will translate well, and then we're kind of structuring the whole program around that. So.
Okay.
Yeah,
sick, dude. I'm excited. It's always fun to go down there and be able to just jump in on those sessions with you. So I'm excited for you to keep keep building with that guy. That way I can just come in there and be lazy because that's usually what I do.
Well, if you lived here, you could do it every day, but whatever.
Yeah, keep visiting. I like the PNW, the Washington State area.
I get it. It is pretty great over there. Yeah, bro.
Well, UFC San Diego the weekend.
Get right into it, dude.
Dude, the fights were sick.
Like the whole card, huh?
Yeah, the fans were kind of annoying out there. I think maybe they got a little too spoiled right away with all the finishes.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah, they got a little particular for Cynthia's fight, Cynthia Calvillo and Nina Nunes, and there was another one later on. Yeah,
it just seemed like like most fights, I guess if there's anything other than them just brawling it out and swinging, they kind of started booing.
Yeah, we want blood.
Yeah. But San Diego was sick though. I love the setup. It feels like almost feels like Mexico, just the way it is. It's like the beach is right there, like all the houses in the cliff, and just I guess even like the downtown area right there, next to the water, just really reminds me of like Mexico, like going to Cabo or Puerto Vallarta. But because the first time I actually had been there, like really as an adult, I went there as a kid, but I'd never been there, so I was surprised. It was nice out there.
Yeah, super nice, dude. Me and Shino were talking about that. We went and explored for like an hour before we left on Sunday, just to check things out. Saw some. Are they seals or sea lions, or is that the same thing?
I have no idea, bro. They look the same to me.
I call them water dogs. I don't know,
dogs.
Yeah, we went and saw some of them. Didn't like the vibes over there are great. Like we were talking about it. Maybe we'll make a like little weekend trip over there, here and there every couple months or something. It's just, I loved it over there. It was nice.
Yeah, it's like vacation, right? But the only thing I would say is fucking expensive out there. God damn.
Yeah, there's that.
Oh, damn. Everything was super expensive. But hey, I know it's a little messed up because this involves your teammate being on the losing side. But my favorite part, the highlight of my weekend, was seeing my boy Tyson Nam. And I'm sorry again. I'm gonna say sorry again, but the highlight was for me was seeing my boy Tyson Nam get the win. And it sucks because it's over Vince's teammate, and I like O'Day a lot. But Tyson had ACL surgery. His first mate. He's been in the sport since 2006. He's been like my big bro since I started training with him when I was an amateur. They brought me in to train with Tyson. I might have been like 9-0 at the time, and he had just knocked out Eduardo Dantes, the Bellator champion. So and he might have been like 28 at the time, 29. This boy is pushing 40, so cut that part out. but yeah, I mean, he's been like big bro to me forever, and I've traveled to Russia with him. I cornered him over there, and I've seen the highs and lows of his career, and he's someone who's definitely like just through like perseverance has like taught me like through the sport, like dude, fucking chin up no matter what happens. Freaking keep your head up, like you can make it through if you really want to. And he did it again, coming off of ACL surgery. And first of all, he recovered better than anyone I know. He was on top of his PT. And it comes out and wins a bonus too after that long layoff.
What a monster.
Making it worth it, bro. Making it worth it. Huge congratulations to Tyson Nam. Bingo Bango, Pickled Mango. What's up, San Diego? Let's go. Let's go.
Good.
Follow Tyson Nam, guys. Follow him on Instagram, Twitter. He's entertaining. He's one of the most entertaining guys in the sport. But I don't know if you guys just don't know. People are passing up because he's a flyweight or what. But the boy's crazy. He'll say wild stuff. He'll do outlandish things. Like just follow him. Just follow him on his Instagram, and you'll see for yourself for sure.
Yeah, that was bro. That was wild. It was It was just one of those. I didn't know like how to feel. Like I've known Tyson through you for a while and everything. And then, like I said, when O'Day first told me about it, I'm like, great. Like I don't want to I didn't want to think about that fight, but yeah, it was crazy. Bro, just Tyson must hit so damn hard. I feel like everybody he connects with like that because O'Day can take it, bro. We get into little scraps at the gym.
Yeah, well, I mean, but it's different with them 4-ounce gloves. Like it's a gamble out there, and I don't think anyone's ever hit me harder than Tyson. And you hit hard as hell too. I've sparred with some hitters, bro. And Tyson's 125-pound. I don't know, man. He's a Mack truck the way he hits, and you can always tell, like even when you like catch it and like moves your body back, and like holy shit, that was a lot of power behind that. And yeah, he has it, bro. I don't know what it is, but he has it. The way he throws his body into those shots. I've been watching him do it forever. I've seen this guy knock out so many people. So, and you know what? I'm not gonna lie, dude. What I think my last 2 fights, I've caught some right hands, and usually I'm a left hook Larry. But I think beat Tyson Nam right now. It's Tyson Nam. Like me. Every time I think about throwing a right hand, I think about Tyson Nam.
That's so sick. Yeah, that was crazy, man. Did he tell you prior, like, how? I guess we can talk about that. Like, how were they going to deal with Ode, like game plan wise, or just beat Tyson Nam?
You know, I didn't have to ask him. I mean, like if you think about it, like Ode is a southpaw, susceptible to right hands, and Tyson has that gift from God on the right hand. Like, Ode had the reach, so that was going to be interesting, and also speed, you know, and the youth and the looks. He had everything over Tyson. Sorry, I was feeling weird talking good about Tyson for so long.
That makes sense, yeah.
But I'm just saying, like at the end of the day, it's like that's a big chance, you know, like especially Ode's so explosive. I'm like, okay, that could be dangerous, but Tyson has a good guard, and you don't want to explode into something. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
So
both those guys, dude, the way they match up was crazy. Just like the heaviest hitters probably in the division down there.
Yeah, you want to know what because you're asking what kind of how they're thinking about dealing with him. I asked Tyson, and the only thing he told me is like, I'm gonna wrestle him. That was his answer to me. So I was like,
he's a fucking liar.
I didn't know if he was being serious or not.
He didn't trust you not to tell me, not to tell Ode.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. He's like,
that's cold.
Yeah. Also, I'm his wrestling coach. I like to claim that. So maybe he's just trying to make me proud.
Yeah, what's he got a total of? He's got like more takedown attempts in the UFC than I do, though.
Well, I mean, I would bet against you with anyone on that one. Hey, so I think that was our first battle shot. I think we did.
Oh my God, you're right.
That was the first battle shot. We might as well bring that up. So we're talking about the man, the Prince from Hawaii, Tyson.
Prince, dude, the Prince. 1 second.
What you drinking on today? What we got today?
I'm still trying to get rid of this tequila, dude. Same. Bro, so like what's crazy is every time I have like a whiskey I like or anything, it doesn't last. Doesn't last long. And then this damn stuff lasts me forever. Thank you so much for suggesting tequila for battle shots.
Dude, because I'm trying to only drink a certain amount of, like, you know, we're training, we're trying to only drink a certain amount of days a week. I have to reserve Wednesdays as like a drinking day now. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll take out. No, I can have a beer or tequila at dinner today.
Yeah, exactly. I've literally been thinking the same thing.
Because it could be easy, like we were talking about before, like being at a camp, you know, like and you know, we're not having to make weight in the foreseeable future. So we're like, all right, we can have a drink here or there, and it gets, you know, you just got to reel it in. Eventually, be like, all right, 2 times a week, you know, whatever amount of drinks, you got to put a number on it, whatever it is. But Wednesdays are reserved for you, Vince. Don't worry.
Oh, good looking out, dude. I appreciate you. Next time we're doing whiskey for Whiskey Wednesdays. Whiskey Wednesdays for battle shots.
Hey, you're the one with tequila. Yeah. I got the Howler Head signed by Dana White right here.
Hey, what is Howler Head? Is that whiskey?
It's banana whiskey.
Oh shit! I didn't know it was banana.
Yeah, I was actually pleasantly surprised. I was pleasantly surprised. That's Dana's whiskey.
Dude, Shane Shapiro at the gym was saying mix banana whiskey with some of that peanut butter whiskey. He said that's the move.
Oh.
Yeah. Sounds interesting. Yeah. Anyways. Cheers, mate. I die probably.
Clip that.
Cheers. I hate tequila. It just tastes like poor choices.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
What do we have next on the battle shots? Wait, what? Hold on.
Yeah, so this is the thing. I think my big mouth. I think we started like talking about the last one because we did the co-main event, which was Onama. Who was it? Onama and Nate, right?
And
was it? How do you say that? Lanswear?
Yeah, Lanswear, I think.
My bad. Lanswear, Onama, and holy shit, Lanswear is dope, bro. That was you tried to warn me. Bro, you tried to warn me, and I took Onama either way. But that was a sick fight. Was that fight of the night? That fight of the night, huh?
Let's check it out, dude. UFC San Diego bonuses. I think it has to be, dude. That was such a great fight.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, that was fight of the night.
Sick. And
Those
I
boys
lost that
threw
one.
down, dude. Yes, you did.
That was sick. So we I mean it's a little bit different, like especially when you have a buddy fighting on the card. They bring us in for the fights, you know, and we're usually sitting in a different section. Um and then once your buddy fights, it's kind of hard to want to stay at the fights and continue watching, because they're back at the hotel and they're like, hey, you can come back and hang out if you want. We're just watching the rest of the card from the room or from the hotel lobby or wherever it may be. So after Ode and Tyson fought, we were kind of chilling and waiting, and we watched a few more fights, and they're like, all right, let's go back and watch the rest of the card with the team, which was cool. We ended up watching the fights together, Ode and Tyson, and me and you right there with the team. So that was interesting.
That's kind of cool. I hope, dude, I was thinking about this after the fact, because I know I drank a little much and I was fairly incoherent in terms of aware of my surroundings. I hope it was all right that like our squad met up with like Tyson and those guys over there, kind of, because we kind of all sat together, which I thought was cool. But then I'm like, well, fuck, nobody asked or anything. We kind of just sat down. So I just hope Tyson didn't get all feel weird about it.
I know. I was trying to, because we just both still the show. We're both like, oh, we're hanging out.
We're the words.
No, I mean, shit. Like I was kind of trying to make sure it was cool. They seemed cool about it. I mean,
okay, okay.
It was a good time. They ended up going and doing their own thing anyway. So yeah. I mean, I think it was fine. It was a good time too. It was good sportsmanship from both guys, and we all enjoyed some pizzas and drinks after. So and got to watch.
Definitely.
This is mine from that fight. And then we got to watch our boy Cheeto go to work. Man, that fight, Cheeto and Dom. Dude, I will say Dom, dude, he won the first 2 rounds. And I
thought that was kind of the best he's looked in a while.
You know what? I don't know how much of that is like
just Dom, the way Cheeto kind of rolls with things.
And just kind of like reads everything as it kind of comes in. And like he kind of, I mean, that's kind of what he's been doing. If you look at his fights against Font and Frankie, you know, those most recent ones, he might even be losing like the round or whatever. And then all of a sudden he's like, okay, bam, or a kick, or, you know, somehow ends up still in the round, or he's to download it to eventually land the power shots, you know, down the road. So it just seems, because I thought maybe if they fought a 3-round fight, since Cheeto fights like that, it could go Dom's way. But in a 5-round fight, I have Cheeto against most guys because he's so dangerous for 5 rounds, you know, even if he gives up the earlier rounds.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about. Just the way, like you were saying, he downloads information and then executes accordingly. Like that was kind of picture perfect, really. You seen that picture? As a matter of fact, I'm sure you have. Dom's nose all broken. Oh,
bro, I actually didn't know that he broke it. I was watching the video and I was like watching the replay, and I could see the nose break and cave in.
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, oh no, his nose.
Brutal.
Yeah, I never did see the photo though.
Oh, the photo's
clip
dirty.
that in.
I got it. Look at that. And we're good. It was wild, dude. Even in the slow-mo, you watch it, and it just caves in. He set that up perfectly too. Just finally he made the read properly of when he was going to move that way, and that's exactly the kind of stuff that's going to work on somebody like O'Malley, who tends to dip out big on big angles like that.
Right, always that way.
Boom, stack and go. Yeah, it's money.
Clip this back when I knock him out with the left high kick.
You got it, dude. It's gonna go together well. Dude.
Big thanks for Cheeto the next, huh?
Oh, it's got to be, dude. He's got to be looking at like maybe if Aldo wins a rematch with him. Other than that, the only thing I can think of is like he's got to be in title contention. No.
Yeah, I mean, you could give him a title shot at this point.
Yeah,
in the bantamweight division, we want to mix it up a little bit. The only problem is, the number one contenders, as far as Jan is the number one contender, is fighting O'Malley on the same night same night as the bantamweight championship.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So either way, Cheeto's going to be waiting for that fight, and Cheeto doesn't like to wait, but who knows, for a title fight, you probably would.
Yeah.
So I think if you want to mix it up, you give Cheeto the next title shot. But there's too much to be go. Like this weekend, we have Aldo Marab. We'll get to that, and then we have Jan and O'Malley, and then Sandhagen versus Song Yadong. So we gotta see how these things play out. But
this division's so stupid.
Yeah, stupid stack.
This division's ridiculous.
Yeah, gotta love it. Strongest division right now. I feel like as far as far as just like new talent constantly being rotated in, I feel like, I don't know, it just feels like you have to be consistent. You have to be strong. You have to be fast, and you have to be good everywhere, great everywhere,
Yeah.
even. You know, so
Mhm.
in this division, at least, I feel like in other divisions you get away with not having enough power, not having enough speed
Right.
or cardio or whatever it may be, but not in this division. You got to have it all.
I feel like everything's all the stats have to be high. It's all going to be checked.
Yeah. We were just talking about Dom's nose caving in. Do you have any? I don't know if we've talked about this before, but do you have any like irrational, or I guess I don't even think it's. I guess it's not even irrational because it's what we're trying to do in there. Rational fears of like injuries in there. You've had some pretty gnarly ones in a fight, but are there any ones that you're
Yeah.
like, ooh, you've seen? You're like, I never want to deal with that one.
Literally the only one. So I've had nose surgery. Did I tell you about nose surgery?
Oh yeah, you said it was miserable, huh?
Yeah, bro. That's the worst. That's the worst surgery and like dealing with recovery I think I've ever been through. I hope I never have to go through that again. So with that being said, a nose break would be terrible. But I
No.
mean, in terms of that, the only thing that could really be worse is I think snapping your leg on a kick or something.
Yeah, yeah, that one I'm
That
scared about. I'm scared. I have
that one scares me.
we both have some like fucking leg shit from kicks over the
Hmm.
years. Like you develop these
Hmm.
like bumps in your shins and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Most fighters have them, and you're scared. I'm like, is that like a micro fracture? Am I gonna go out and try to kick this guy and snap
Hmm.
my leg? Yeah, that's one that's always scary for me. Or I don't know if I talk about like I've almost been like, you get kicked in the face and a toe going in your eye and like kicking out your
Oh
eye or
God,
something.
yeah. Oh, that'd be terrible.
That scares me. I've had some toenails come close underneath and above and stuff, and it just that's a scary one for sure. That's like one of the ones like broken leg, eye. Those are the two that kind of like, oh, I
Yeah.
never want to deal with that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, I will if I have to, but God, please don't. Like,
Yeah, I'm willing
that's why I
to.
was
That's
getting
why
my
I'm in
ankles
here.
ripped. Yeah, that's why I was getting my ankles not ripped, taped, but before now. Like, I'm like, nah,
Oh,
I need that to stay solid. And honestly, it feels nice throwing kicks like that too. I know I've
I
only
feel
thrown
like
a
it's
few.
cheating. I feel like it's cheating.
No, it ain't. Why? You get your
Dude,
hands wrapped.
I know, but you put gloves over them. This is like a cast on the legs. It's like yeah, and you know how like it's there's a reason they do it.
You put something over the tape too.
Even more
You don't get a
reinforcement.
little 4 ounce protection, but
Hey man, it's legal. I'm saying do it, but I'm just saying I do feel like it's a weapon even, and also, but there's going to be some issues we're going to run into not being as flexible on some grappling exchanges,
Mhm,
like
mhm.
whether and that could go against you as well. But you're a cheater. You're a cheater, and all your wins should be taken away probably.
I only started doing that like 2 fights ago, and only one of them's been a win. So shut up.
Still, take them away. Dana, cut him.
That seems. Hey, boy. Oh my
My bad. My
god! Cutting all
bad.
that. That's funny. You're a monster. Now I'm upset.
Um, yeah, so we had a pretty crazy weekend in San Diego. Definitely.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
well, hold on. I'm assuming you had Cheeto for the last battle shot
oh,
because
see,
we
the thing
didn't
was that we didn't ever.
establish.
Yeah,
Cool.
so
So we'll both take one.
we're both winners. I mean,
We're both winners.
losers. I don't
Oh, you already
know.
poured. You already poured one. Look at you. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been sipping on it.
I can't wait till this tequila's gone.
Dude, I
Right.
almost went to Vegas after that trip to hang out with you guys. Have you guys been
Why
dealing
didn't
with
you?
that? Well, just because I've been traveling, dude. I literally traveled every single week since my fight. I traveled fight week. The week before that, I was home, but before that, I spent almost a month traveling and training at Oyama's in Vegas. So I've barely been home. I just bought a new house. I'm trying to get a nursery ready. I'm putting a gym together in my garage.
Okay. Fair
Nonstop stuff.
enough.
Yeah,
Fine. I'm sorry for asking.
I got a list of excuses. Which one do you want, bro? I got. Yeah, but you guys been
Fine.
dealing with the flooding?
A little bit here and there, yeah. Mostly at the strip. I think the strip's like where like Vegas kind of slopes in. Know what I mean? Thankfully we were back in Boise area when the first one happened, and then I think we got a flash flood out by like Red Rock or something like that. Not too long ago. It's been storming like crazy a lot, and yeah, I feel like every other day my phone's going off saying like flash flood warning.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I
I
caught a
love it.
couple of videos. I was wondering if you dealt with any of that, but some of the videos seemed a little wild.
Yeah, it's well, that's the thing. Like, For instance, the other night we went out and had dinner across town, and then it started storming real bad over there. It was like 15 minutes away or so, and literally on the way to the car, we had to run to the car because it was just coming. It was coming down, and you could see lightning. Bro, it's going crazy. And then hopped in the car, drove home. It was dry over here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I wanted to ask you because I was wondering because I'm like I've been in some of those areas and it's like water's running through, it's flooding. So good that you're not having to deal with too much of that bullshit.
No, it's easy for the most part. I like it. I love the rain. Makes it feel more like home a little bit.
Move over here then, Washington State. I got a room for you.
I'm already established here in
Yeah,
Vegas as far as like got a house and
yeah,
dude.
yeah. I'll get you. I'll get you one day.
I got a list of excuses.
Dana White Contender Series. I mean, I love the show. I love Dana White Contender Series, and some of these guys. This show, I feel like this episode, there was like some heaters, but I just wanted to highlight our boy Jose Johnson. I brought in Jose short notice. This was during the pandemic. I didn't have a lot of training partners at the time. Vince and I were training together. He was really my only training partner. But I brought in Vince. I brought in Jose Johnson. And it was just the three of us staying at my place and training 2 or 3 times a day, getting ready for that Ray Borg fight. I only had 3 weeks notice for it, so we were just grinding for a short amount of time. And then we flew out to Florida, and it was a good one. But Jose's been going through it in and out. Had a couple of chances with on Dana White looking for a fight, on Contender Series before, and it just had some close matchups. The guys that he lost to got signed, so he's finally pushed through. He has a great record. He's had some crazy finishes that have made ESPN's top highlights. So I mean, this is a guy that he just beat a 10-0 wrestler and out wrestled him. You know. So and I don't want to, Vince was trying to talk crap about everyone's wrestling from over on that side, but I wasn't gonna let him do that. I was gonna say no, he's a 10-0 wrestler.
Yeah, good looking out, dude. He's 10-0, out wrestling everybody.
No, but good, huh? How would you watch them?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, they were all good fights. I thought all good. Everybody got a contract. You see that?
Yeah, I did see that.
Everybody gets a contract now. That's crazy.
Yeah, no. On the season I was on, Dana White was pretty stingy with them contracts, but I
got a contract and I lost, dude. I can't be like overly critical. So like,
you went and fought and won, and then got signed.
Yeah. I earned it elsewhere, but still, like for the moment that counted right in front of it, like it seemed to fall a little short.
No, he's actually giving contracts to people losing now. So
yeah. Oh, that's true too.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. A little bit easier nowadays. I don't know. I'm just salty.
Maybe just a little.
Or
everybody had a good show. You see that dude catch that guy with that giant left hook, knock his head off.
Oh my god! On the spin, that's the worst thing. You don't want to spin and do like look around.
No.
Oh, what's up, man? Oh, man,
that was wild.
Yeah.
So shout out Jose because that's dope. Well earned and got himself a contract. Let's go, dude.
Go. Yeah. Now come train.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Should we jump into
what?
Fights for this weekend? UFC 278.
Oh yeah, dude. Let me pull them up real quick. What did we want to call? I'll cut some of this out real quick, or not real quick later. Said Prelim Prospect Watch or something, but damn it, I thought of something better. Did I write it down? Hold on, dude.
No, you didn't. I thought of Prelim Prospect Watch. No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Well, I think we have to go with your teammate, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Vince was trying not to shout you out on the prospect watch. We have a little tiny segment dedicated to the prospects, and he didn't want to shout you out.
Bro, I was going to give you a full breakdown on the entire skill set of one Jay Perrin. Just saying. So yeah, let me see where he's at on the card real quick.
Looks like he's second fight of the night.
Second fight of the night, dude. Fighting Orichi Lang.
And
however you say that.
One of our buddies already fought him, right? Is that the same guy?
Yeah. Same guy. Cameron Else just fought. Dude coming up from flyweight, who actually looks, from when I was sitting across the cage from him, he actually looked good size. Like he looked like a bantamweight. He didn't look like an overly muscle bantamweight like some people I know. But yeah, go up a weight class. You get out of my weight class. He looked big though.
He remind me of that Saeed Nurmagomedov kid, long, lanky body style, kind of
Yeah,
like, but
yeah,
big though. I don't know how either
that's
of them
fair.
never made 125.
Yeah, that's what's crazy to me. So, yeah, him and Jay go at it, second fight of the night. That's good. Fights are on early too. Oh, not too bad. 3 p.m. Anyways, Jay's been working his ass off for, I think he's had like a 13-week camp or something. Boy's been
Yeah,
grinded, and
yeah,
he's been
seems like
going,
it.
bro, like all day, every day, Saturdays and Sundays, all day, every day, bro. He goes. That's one thing I'll give Jay that he's probably the hardest worker in the room most days. He's just always
Wow.
going. Yeah, I think he's gonna do great. He's looking real lean. He looked real sharp the last few sparring sessions we had. Moving his feet good. His grappling, his wrestling look good. I think he's gonna give this dude more than he can handle in every area. If
Yeah,
he doesn't crack him and hurt him with a left hook and end up choking him out, he's gonna take him down and choke him out. Jay's been on it.
we saw this guy against Cameron. We've watched video on him. We watched video
Mm.
in your living room before when Cam was getting
Mm.
ready to fight him. What do you think that Jay has to do to beat this guy? He's lanky, mostly striker, huh? Think he got
Yeah,
to
mostly
show a little
striker.
wrestling?
Yeah, his wrestling and grappling is like fairly subpar, but what he lacks in that he makes up for with his like willingness to like get in there and fight. You know what I mean? So even on the ground, he's gonna be fighting. As soon as they get up, he's gonna be swinging. Like he's a dog, which
Yeah,
good for
yeah,
Jay.
he is.
Jay's always a dog.
Yeah,
He's one of those guys,
smart.
dude. He gets in there and fights. So I think Jay's gonna early. He's gonna test him on the feet. He's gonna start finding his mark a little bit. He might hurt him on the feet a little bit. Whatever he wants, he's gonna shoot a takedown. He's gonna get a takedown. I think he's gonna dominate him on the ground.
I'd like to hear that.
Just for
I think that's gonna be key. Him mixing it up at least. He doesn't
yeah,
have to like
yeah,
keep him there but he just can't let that guy be like come in and be a sniper
mm,
like he likes to be. You know, he needs to mix it up.
yeah, absolutely. And Jay's
I'm getting
he's a
pumped for this,
well-rounded
bro.
dude. Yeah,
Right,
I'm
yeah,
pumped
he
for
is
this.
excited.
Yeah,
It's an
yeah,
exciting
it's the
fight.
uh-huh. That
So
one, dude. That one could be like fight of the night early.
yeah.
So I'd say tune in for that one. That's a great fight.
Oh, and I love to see that. I love to see guy like especially
Mm.
when early in the night, someone early prelims get the bonus. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
always like
hell
that.
yeah.
I always
Hmm.
like that.
Yeah, give the
Uh,
prelim guys their
yeah.
respect, dude.
All right, so that'll be a battle shot. I'll give you your boy Jay.
Oh,
I
let's
would do
go,
that one
dude.
just because I've made you do that for me. So,
Yeah, yeah.
all right, and then do you want to do co and main for the other two battle shots?
Let's take a look. Yeah, we got it. Do you want to throw Rob and Aldo in there or no? What do you think about that? I just want to hear what you think about that fight.
Oh, okay. Oh well, I mean, for me, I mean that's what I'm most excited for on the card is that fight because it's what do we got here? What are they ranked like 6 and 5, six and
Six and
four,
6-4, 6-3, or something like that.
6 and 3? Yeah. Oh yeah, 6 and 3. Um, I think that Jose Aldo has great takedown defense and hits like a truck and throws great body shots and leg kicks. And I just think that he has a style that could beat Marab. Um, and it would be cool if Marab came in mix things up by beating Aldo. But I don't know, just see, and it could just because he got caught by Rice, in his last one by Marlon in his last one and with that hook. But I don't know. I just think Aldo's so clean, it's hard to go against him in this one.
Yeah, that's fair. I think little inside scoop from like our gym technically because I've been training with Marab for a good majority of the camp. What he lacks in cleanliness, like on the feet or like in some of those technical areas, he makes up for with but he's tenacious, bro. He gets after it like every minute, and I think if he can get past like the storm and the early stuff, the early success of Aldo, I think Aldo might be in for it kind of late because if Marab gets him down, he's gonna be on him, and as soon as he comes up, he's gonna be on him again and over and over and over until he gets tired.
That's the one spot that Aldo is not going to
Mhm.
beat Marab is being the bigger
Yeah,
dog.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
but it's a 3 round fight. It's a three
yeah.
round fight,
Hmm.
you know,
Hmm.
and Aldo got it for sure for 3 rounds. He starts fading when he gets tired, starts shelling up, and we've only seen that against the best. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm definitely excited about that, and that's like I said, I've been waiting for some of these bantamweight fights to unfold, so I could potentially see my next matchup. So
Yeah, this is
And
true
I would
though.
be super happy to fight either one. Fighting a legend like Aldo, oh my dude,
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah, yeah.
But sign me up. You know what I'm
If it
saying?
makes
Like
you feel
I
better,
wouldn't.
the word on the street, dude, he's like his age is fake. He's not 35. He's like 40 something.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
Oh no, it's old man. No, okay, tried.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited about that. And then a rematch with Marab. We had a back and forth fight. If you guys haven't seen that one, definitely go back and watch that. It was my first UFC fight of the night, and I ended up getting the win last second. And that win has aged well. He's on a streak since that fight. He hasn't lost since that fight. And I think a rematch between the two of us would sell too. So I'm excited for either of those fights. Do you want to do a battle shot for that one, or is that another teammate you don't want to?
Oh my God, I forgot. That's kind of another teammate there, huh? Do you want to have 4 battle shots for this, dude? You ain't down. You're scared. I can tell.
What do I got going on next week? Okay, let's do it.
All
All right.
right, all right. I gotta go with Marab.
All right. Perfect, because I wanted Aldo.
Okay,
So
let's go, dude.
And one thing is, I feel like Marab and I get into it online, like here and there,
Uh-huh.
awkwardly. But dude, every time I've seen Marab in person, we've been super cordial and like
Yeah,
able to talk, and we've been in the same practice room so many times. So there's no kind of weird like
animosity.
yeah,
Yeah,
between us. Like he's a super cool guy. But it's business at a certain point. We gotta
100%,
sell fights and we gotta put on entertaining fights. So
100%, dude. Great. And then Costa and Paulo Costa and Luke Rockhold, dude. This is a fun fight.
dude, is there a worse interviewer of all time
Then
than
who? Which one? They're both.
interviewee than Luke Rockhold?
Did you see his interview earlier?
Dude, I haven't.
He's
I can't wait
he's
to watch
ragging
it.
on the UFC, dude. Oh man.
Oh well, I mean, we have freedom of speech. I'm good on him. I, for one, am super happy with where I'm at. I love the UFC, and I would never. Anyways, pick your fight, Vince. Who do you got? Who do you got in this matchup?
I picked the first 2, dude. I feel like this one's a good one for you to start. You can pick the last 2. I'll give my breakdowns.
Okay, hold on. Let me pick. Paul Costa, Luke Rockhold. They've both been out, I feel like, for a while. I'm just gonna go with Luke Rockhold. I don't know why, and it's probably wrong.
Okay.
Paul Costa's weight. I feel like he's more durable at this point, and he hits so hard. So I'm already regretting it, but I want Luke to win for some reason.
Okay. Get it, Luke. Let's go, dude.
That's how I pick fights.
Okay. I like that. That feels right to me. I hate it. A lot of times you're right with that. A lot of times you're wrong though. So
most times.
So be it, dude. Okay, I got Costa on that one then. I
But
don't know if the Berserker Costa will show up. If he does, like the way that he fought Yoel Romero, I could see him getting Rockhold out of there.
He's on a 2-fight losing streak.
Yeah, maybe he'll be real angry about that.
Yeah. And
his last fight was great too. His last fight was Vittori.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a great fight. Good little scrap.
Oh, likewise,
We'll see.
They're so similar. I feel like those two guys.
Mm-hmm.
In body style. All right, main event. Usman, Leon Edwards. Do you want me
20-1 versus 19-3? This is another you pick, dude.
Okay, well, right now, like I feel like Usman's like almost like ascending into GOAT status, and I don't know, it's because Dana said it, just because Dana puts it out there. But look what he's doing. Look how many defenses he's had. Like, there's not a lot of people who do that, And I feel like I don't know. He's so much more active too. Like, how many title defenses has he had since Leon's had his last couple of fights? I mean, if you look at him, who are they against? He's had so many fights fall off. He had like the Nate Diaz win, which is like a super high profile fight, but
in terms of like what it means to the division,
you know what I'm saying. And before that was an eye poke on Bilal Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? And then his last one was in 2019. Since then, so I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like the inactive, I think he's super good, super well rounded everywhere. So is Usman, and he's had that champ backing now. He has a champ mentality. He has all these title defenses. He's been more active in the octagon, and I just feel like that's gonna play to the advantage, you know.
Okay, that's fair. I agree with everything you said right there. At what point do too many advantages go the other way? I'm just kidding. I think he's doing some movie or something right now. So
Oh,
like,
is
I'm
it?
just
Oh,
wondering if
that's what you
that
mean.
like
Oh,
there's too many things that are going right for him. Know what I mean?
Mm,
So is Leon Edwards the kind of guy that can take advantage of an opportunity like that against somebody who's got so much going on and so many things that he's been doing right? Where like, is this finally somebody who can expose a little hole? Granted, it is a rematch, right? How'd the first fight go? Usman's way better than that first fight.
yeah, but do you see? Okay, so what's the path to victory from Edwards then?
He throws a jab until he wins.
You think he can
All 5 rounds.
Usman? You think he can outscore Usman then? Because
Yeah, if Usman is content with keeping it on the feet, which I don't think he will be. I think he's going to be. I think he's like. I think I'll have a little bit of success here and there on the feet, and then he's going to push him up against the cage, drag him down, and beat him up.
yeah,
That's honestly how I feel the fight would go. But I'm real attracted to the idea of like Leon Edwards playing like a spoiler for all that shit. So
yeah. Well, I mean, I always love a good upset, you know.
yeah.
But
Mhm.
I honestly feel like Edwards is. I just feel like he can only really catch Usman. I feel
Yeah.
like Usman could control the fight so much better
Mhm.
than
Yeah,
Edwards
I agree.
can. So, I mean, and this is MMA. There's always a possibility, and Edwards' striking is nice. So, I mean,
Mhm. Mhm.
that I
It's
mean,
crispy.
it's definitely there. It's definitely there. But I think for the last battle shot, I got Usman. Dude, I'm gonna go 4-0 on this fucking card. You're gonna be wasted, boy.
Okay, well then we'll take all 4 shots at the very end. That way nobody sees any of that because apparently I did a shit job of hiding all that in San
Yeah.
Diego.
Yeah.
So
A fan asked who handles their alcohol better like a week or two ago. And I was like, wow, I was thinking about that in San Diego. I was like, wow, winner, chicken dinner. I'll tell you that much
no,
right now.
it's not that you handle it better. You just drink a lot less, pussy. Just kidding.
I will say we were drinking together for the most part. Then we left each other for like, it must have been like 2 hours. Then we got back together and I was like, oh, Vince has been saucing.
Dude, I didn't really eat, and I started drinking
Yeah.
like at the main at the event right when I got there at like
Vincent
2.
didn't want to tell the story, but and then okay, we're all in the back of this lobby, right? And sorry, Vince whips his pants down, starts helicoptering everything in front of everybody, bro.
Oh,
Nina
you almost
Diaz
had
is
me.
right there. No, this is
This
yeah.
that really happened? Just kidding.
Yeah. See, that's the problem right there. That's the problem.
Sweating. I'm like nervous. I thought there was something. I
Yeah.
thought there was something real. I feel like I would remember a helicopter. You
Good night.
monster.
Good night. I try to like I because I don't like to like I like to like have a drink or so or but I don't like to like especially when we're like at youth events. I don't like to like get too crazy because I'm like in the zone a little bit. I'm like I can't wait for my next fight. Like I want to I'm like thinking about it too much. So like it kind of ruins it for me a little bit to like want to like get drunk at like a UFC event.
It's
You know what
gonna
I'm
ruin it
saying?
for me now that you said that. No, I didn't know at all. I'm like, hell yeah, we're drinking. Didn't ruin it for me at all. But now,
Oh
yeah, going forward, I
man. For
guess I'll
sure.
have be a little more conscientious about my drinking choices.
Oh no, come on. Don't be
Who am I
boring.
kidding? Who am I kidding?
He put our manager in a rear naked choke too against his will. But
Yeah,
did you
why did
see
I
him
do
though?
that?
Hey, did you see him though?
Bro, fighting the
One-on-one,
hands? Hey, it's
choke.
money.
He's good.
Dude, I was impressed. I was impressed.
Sorry, you're gonna edit all this
No,
out,
that's good. No, I'm leaving all that in there.
huh? You
All
want to get
that,
some fan
dude.
questions? What you
Let's
thinking?
get to the fan questions, dude. So most of these were asked um, in the live before, right?
Yeah.
There
Okay.
you go.
So, ask the questions. We'll scour the YouTube channel, or we're gonna post some clips throughout the week on the IG. Just throw in your questions on any of these posts, and we'll add them and we'll select through them.
Yeah,
Um, or
I
we're
feel like
having
we'll choose a good like 5 of them, right?
yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that'd be good. Or
cool.
we've been doing these Instagram lives and we've been getting a few questions before that. So So yeah, so those are the opportunities. If you have questions you want to ask us, current events, anything about our fights, or really anything, it's kind of open. So yeah.
Cool. Let's get it started then. So, first one we got most difficult thing you guys have had to overcome in your career. This is from Anthony Douglas. You go first.
Most difficult thing. I mean, there's always like the little things, like the injuries. Like I've had some pretty big injuries going into fights. So my last LFA fight, um, I knocked out Vinicius Zani in the first round, and going into the fight, I had staph, but like I kind of had to fight, and I couldn't really pull out. So I continued with the fight. I had thrown out my back, and then in the fight, I knocked out Zani, and I fractured my left wrist. So I had a plenty of injuries and illnesses and whatnot. And then I get signed after I knock him out in cage. I just knock him out. My manager runs up to me. He's like, "The UFC wants you to fight Marab in it must have been 4 weeks, you know." And so I had to deal with all of that, all those laundry list or whatever's. And get ready for another weight cut and make my UFC debut in weeks. So that was probably one of the most difficult, I guess.
No, I like that though. Good on you, dude. Proud of you.
Yeah, thank you.
That's money. I'd say for me, I think the 2 losses in the UFC and then tearing my Achilles right after, and then having that long gap, and then trying to rebuild with a whole new team and everything. That was a lot going into the fight with Draco Rodriguez last August. Last August. Yeah, there was a lot going into that one. As far as like I'd never lost 2 fights in a row before. Like my mentality was a little like needed some adjusting. There was always worries about the injury and if like I was ever gonna really like be the same. Like, am I gonna move the same because it's an Achilles, right? So it's like I'm a pretty mobile. Like I bounce, I move, I do all that. I was
it's a big
man.
one.
That was a lot. Yeah, man, hands are sweating again. That was a big one. Yeah. So for me, it was that with the Achilles.
Yeah, I think especially with those fighters, like we were talking about, like going on the road and needing to train, and if you get an injury and you're forcibly sidelined, like that's like some of the worst, and that's something that I don't know if you would agree with this, but Tyson, like I talked to Tyson during his ACL recovery, and he was, dude, I could tell he was depressed. He was depressed. Yeah. I almost thought about it was during COVID, and Hawaii had all these crazy, what is it? You need like vaccination
lockdown
cards.
procedures.
You had to quarantine for 2 weeks or whatever. So I couldn't make it down there, but I really wanted to because I knew he was going through some stuff. So you feel that too, though, huh? When you get injured and you have to sit on that couch. You can't, like, it's not your choice whether you go to practice or not, huh?
That's the worst. I would still go and sit on the sidelines and then just sit there with I showed you the peg leg, that damn like crutch I was walking around with. Yeah, I'd hobble in there on my peg leg and sit there and just watch and try to like just learn through osmosis. It's oh man, that was an interesting, very difficult time.
Yeah, injuries will put you through it for sure, huh? So yeah. I mean, and then it's I mean we're fighting each other. We're in the hurt business, so it's unavoidable. You're gonna deal with it.
Yeah. Let's see. Next question. We had somebody who's asking, do you struggle with dieting? I'm assuming this one's to you because look at me.
Yeah. It's different. I'm always like, for the most part, on a diet. Like if you compare us to like the average person, we're dieting. Like every day is kind of calculated to like depending on which practice I have. But it's just like getting to have a drink here or there. That's technically not dieting. Or like even getting to go out to eat somewhere. That's technically not dieting unless you're like sticking to your strict, like meal plan or your macros or whatever. So. I don't like I prefer to eat healthy most of the time, but it's definitely a lifestyle when you're trying to make 135 pounds. And I get my BMI measured in and outside of camp, and I try to stay at certain percentages to make sure I can make the weight and everything like that. And we got it down just to a point that we needed a certain amount of time, and I think I can make weight in 3 or 4 weeks, and I don't think that's anything crazy. I mean, this is a tough sport, and we should get training camps,
Yeah.
So with that part of it, no, and once training camp starts, I don't struggle with dieting one bit. I can cut out everything. I'm zoned in to the fight, and I think I attribute that to being more lenient outside the fight camps. Like if I want to have some shots on the show with Vince, I'll allow myself to do so. In camp, probably not.
Good on you. Look at that.
I mean,
you are very disciplined, dude.
I mean, I feel like sometimes I don't.
Yeah. Like when as soon as I sign a contract and I'm in camp, like I cut out chips, beer, and alcohol for a bit, and my weight drops, and all of a sudden my body starts looking good again, and I'm pretty well set. But in terms of like what I'm eating on a regular basis, that doesn't change too much. I eat a little less. I just try not to overindulge, right?
Yeah.
Everything in moderation for the most part.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good question.
Yeah, that was. Let's see. When are you gonna do a ride along with the Eugene PD? That's another one for you, dude.
That one's for me, huh? Not for you. Eugene. Yeah, who, do we know who asked that question?
That was Pyro.
Okay, whoever asked that. Whoever asked that question. I'm down. Actually, I've done a few ride-alongs. I thought I was gonna be a cop at one point. It was either that or a fight. I've always been interested in it. My wrestling coach was a police officer. Another one of the coaches I coached high school wrestling with was a police officer. I've been on ride-alongs and had a great time. So I am down. Can I bring a gun? Can I bring my? Can I hold your gun? What can I do? Can I fire it?
That's funny. Let me know. Yes.
I do want to get maced and tasered. So if you can add something like that, like let's add a mix, and then maybe I'll post a video or something like that. But let's make it interesting.
Hell yeah!
I've been on a
ride mace and taser him.
Taser me. Tase me.
I would love to. That's funny. No. I want to taser you. Let me do it. You'll be all right. I promise.
I guess.
Or mace you, at least one of them.
I don't know. I feel like I'd rather be tased than maced.
I don't know. Does the mace taste good? Like, is it like a good spicy? Just kidding. Relax.
You would probably love it.
Can I take some of this home, please? Yeah, right. Stop it, dude. Let's get real. And we got. Let me see.
I'm down. Hit me up. I'm down.
Probably the most asked question, and I think it's a question that you answered multiple times, but it popped up like 4 times in the live, was who do you want to fight next?
Okay, so you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I already called for a fight with Frankie because I mean that was the fight that made sense to me at the time. I mean, he was looking for a fight. Everyone else in front of us was ranked. A rematch with Raw Font would be great because he doesn't have a fight right now, but injured. Pedro Munoz injured. And so we got to let some of these fights in front of us play out to see. I did have a talk with my manager. I'm going to start working on keeping my weight down a little bit. So maybe I can make weight on a shorter notice. And if something happens with that Jan O'Malley fight or the Song Sandhagen fight, maybe I can jump in on that or what. But really, these are my options right now. Take a fight with someone ranked behind me who's never really done anything and who hasn't had a ranked opponent or doesn't have a lot of exposure or I feel like I just fought back. Maybe I should get a fight in front of me now. So I could do that, or I can sit on the sidelines and wait for these fights to play off, or I can stay ready and take a fight. So I'm trying to stay ready, take a fight, and I'm trying to just let these fights play out at the same time. But what I don't want to do is, I thought after accepting this fight with Jack Shore, I knocked out a Sunset, right? I thought taking this fight with Jack Shore would be like, okay, you're fighting back against this undefeated prospect that has a lot of hype. You beat him, okay, then for sure they're going to push you forward. So I took that gamble, and it played out for me. So should I be able to reap those awards, or should I have to do the same thing again and fight someone behind? So, but I like to fight. So at the end of the day, the UFC calls me and sends me a contract and be like, hey, this is who we want. And I've never said no. So we'll really just have to see. What about you, Vince? Let's see a fight, bro. I've seen some stuff online for you. Again, bro, you're probably gonna be before me. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I would hope so, considering you just fought. Like, get me back in there. I definitely still want to get on that MSG card, but it seems like, bro, I've been getting called out like left and right. I don't know, I don't know what these people are thinking. There's just today, I was happened to be scrolling through Twitter and I see my name and I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, it just caught my eye, and then I see Yusuf Salal calls out Vince Morales. I'm like, okay, let me see what's going on here, because I was offered to fight him for the UFC San Diego card when on short notice, like I think it was like 3 weeks out or so, and
Super short notice.
it was like right after you fought in New York, and actually I had staph infection at the time, so the coach was like, well, that's short notice, 3 weeks, like let's don't even worry about it, like maybe we can get that same matchup later. So I was like, okay, cool, I like that matchup, maybe we can get that later.
Yeah,
He ended up fighting to a draw, and then sure enough, now since he fights to a draw that he feels so good about, he's over here saying like that I'm making excuses. I'm running. Like I'm the only one that doesn't run in the fights, bro. I've seen you. I've seen him fight. He's bouncing around on the outside, trying to stay away from an actual fight. But yeah, and then I'm like, okay, but whatever. Maybe he's got a different understanding about it. And then the guy, whoever was interviewing him, asks him, "How do you think that fight would go?" And he goes, "Oh, I'd kill the kid." Bro, you haven't killed anything in your last 5 fights. What do you mean? You're 0-4 and
But
1.
0-4-1. Are you serious? In the
0-4
last
and
five?
1. Yeah, last 5.
Yeah. And so that fight was a draw, and then he was saying that was that the last fight on his contract?
I
Because he was
think
saying his
so. I think yeah, because they were asking something about him, like if you do fight in the UFC again or wherever you fight, who do you want to fight? And then that's when he had mentioned me. So it to me it sounds like it's the last fight in the contract. So I don't know.
yeah.
I guess we'll see. He said it's up to his manager, who just happens to be our same manager,
Well, yeah,
Iridium.
yeah. It's definitely not up to
Mhm.
him being 0-4-1.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
yeah.
that.
So
But we'll
yeah,
see.
very
We'll
interesting.
see.
Uh huh. Yeah, so we'll
But
see. But I really don't care, dude. I just want to get back in there. Literally, whoever. I mean, if it's somebody like that, and I get to enjoy punching them in the face a little bit more than normal, then that's great. But it's definitely not going to change like what I'm going to do in there.
yeah, I'm excited, bro. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's always a race. I feel like too. I'm like, you should fight before. You should be the
Yeah,
next one to fight. But I'm always like, I don't
yeah,
know if I
yeah,
get to
yeah.
fight before Vince.
How many fights? How many
It's
fights you
like,
got? You got. That was 10 in the UFC now.
yeah, that was my 10th UFC
That
fight,
was
bro.
10.
That was
Damn, you're a
10.
gangster. I'm
Yeah.
7 deep. How about you don't fight for my next 3? We catch up, and then we start racing to the title.
Dude, I turned
How about
30 this
that?
month. I ain't waiting. If I don't have to wait, I ain't waiting.
Oh man, when's your birthday? How many days have we got? That's getting
August
close, dude.
31st, bro. I'm 20. I'm in my 20s.
Oh
Dude, you know what, too?
man.
I keep getting ID checked. I don't know what it is. People checking my ID, so I still got it, whatever it is. So
Yeah, that literally as soon as you hit 30,
yeah,
people don't ask anymore.
yeah. You know what? People didn't ask that much when I had the mullet either. People are like, all right, yeah, just get away from me.
Yeah. Well, they just didn't care if you got any more stupid if you kept drinking. So
Yeah, yeah,
like obviously he's capped out. Just
yeah.
kidding.
But
That's funny.
shit, what else we
I
got? We
think
got any
that
more of them? Was that it?
um I think that's all we got for now. If we Yeah, that's all we got for now. Yeah, I think that's all we got on that.
Nice.
You got
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
else you looking to cover today for the upcoming week?
No, dude, this is the first week in a while that I'll be home. So I don't have any big plans. I'm gonna watch the fights over at my dad's house. Usually, all my
Nice.
brothers and I we all get together. We go to my dad's house. We watch them over there. You've been over there. You know how it goes.
Yeah, yeah, that's great.
So it's a
I'm a little
goddamn
jealous.
quinceanera. So we'll get together. We'll get together
Uh-huh.
and watch fights. That's the only thing I really have planned besides like
Nice.
hanging out with the team and keep getting these workouts in. I told my wife she went out to Denver. I told her I can't travel anymore. For a couple weeks.
Yeah,
I gotta
take a little
just
breather.
train. Yeah, just train because it's just
That
hard training.
mhm,
I train on the road. I was in San Diego. I got rolling in with your coach. I got some sparring in with
mhm.
Tyson's teammate. We always find a way to get it in, but it's not the same. I want to be out here with my
Yeah,
teammates hitting pads and all that. So
yeah. I feel that consistency is key, dude. So I'm kind of in the same
mhm.
boat. We've been bouncing around for literally since the end of June, I think. I'm ready to be home for a bit and just work, unless you call and need me, or you want to make a trip. We'll make
Yeah.
an
Well, no.
exception.
Well, no. The next place I travel is going to be over to train with you for sure to
Okay,
get over
sick.
there to Vegas. So,
That's
and
dope.
I also want to say like for the fans, tell us if you guys have been to a UFC event, what your favorite UFC event you've been to, and yeah, like we said before, if you have questions for us, go ahead. We're trying to pick a couple of these and answer them. So subscribe, like, and share that stuff too. We're trying to get more subscribers.
Yep.
First 100, we're gonna
Mhm.
send out some stuff for the first 100 subscribers.
Yep.
So like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, everything. The works. Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you guys again next week. Have a good one.